What's going on, guys? So if you're in the photography industry, you know about conference season, and you might even know about this conference called WPPI. You might have even heard me talk about it myself. I am going this year. I'm speaking this year, and it's just crazy. It honestly is. I'm going to make a whole separate video on my experience as a speaker and all the other stuff that comes with it when I get back from WPPI. And I just wanted to jump on here and kind of tell you a little bit about WPPI, what to expect and what to bring. So let's just jump into it. So WPPI is the Wedding Photographer and Portrait Photographer Invitational, I think is what the I stands for. Somebody's going to correct me in the comments, but anyways, it is a big conference that's held in Vegas every year, and it's for wedding photographers, portrait photographers, but it's also so much more than that. There's filmmaking classes, there's networking events, there is free seminars, there's photo walks that you can pay for and sign up for to get that hands-on experience, which is always really awesome. That's actually what I'm doing there this year. Is I'm actually leading a photo walk in how to create cinematic images using high-speed sync, which is going to be incredible. It's going to be super fun. I'm giving away a light. I'm giving some free swag. So if you're just seeing this now and you haven't signed up yet, go head over to WPPI2024.com, sign up for my walk. I want to say there's like 5 slots left for my walk, which is seriously incredible. I'm so stoked for that. Let's keep it going. So WPPI, what to expect. I think, let me give you a little backstory actually. I think this will be better. 6 years ago, I attended my first WPPI. And when I went, it was right before the big C word happened, about 2 to 3 years before that. So I went to WPPI, and it was one of those things where I saw this conference pop up in my feed. I saw like an email. I've never been to a photography conference, and I didn't even know it was actually a thing, to be honest with you. And then I went and I got hooked. Like, I literally went to this conference. I did all these classes. I met some amazing photographers. One of the photographers I met actually has become a really good friend of mine, and he is an amazing, talented commercial photographer from DC. His name is Jonathan Thorpe. You should check him out. And it's funny how we actually met is we were waiting in line for food, and we were like, just the line was taking forever, and we had made a comment, and I had followed Jonathan for a couple years before this, and I looked back and I saw him and I was like, hey dude, like, I like your work, like, you're awesome. He asked me to assist him in his class that day, and I pretty much assisted him for almost every year after, and then we've done some gigs in LA together, and yeah, it was super cool. And that's the type of connections that you can get from going to conferences. Once you put yourself out there and you start networking and you talk to people and you open up, those are the doors that will open up for you. Another thing to expect from WPPI is really kind of an educational overload. You're going to get so much information, and you're just going to be so pumped to come home and put all that information to use. And that's what happened to me. Is I went to WPPI, I went to the wedding conference, and it was a wedding summit that they just brought back this year, which I'm super stoked on. And I came back and I had so much information, I had so many notes that I had to like literally sit down and digest it, and I had to kind of just really take it all in. I launched my wedding business and I was just super pumped. I did some mentorships with some other photographers, and I just made connections that have carried over for 6 years, that I'm still talking to these photographers. I'm still seeing them at conferences. There's other conferences out there. There's Imaging USA, there's Sync, there's ClickCon, there's Shutterfest. There's all these conferences that you can really go to and learn from. But and like, this isn't a biased opinion because I'm speaking there this year. I truly believe WPPI is one of the best conferences out there, because there's just like there's this energy. Maybe because it's in Vegas, I don't know, but there's this energy there that you just like, everyone's so friendly. Everybody you meet is amazing. There's so many cool parties to go to, and the networking is just like, it's really top notch. So if I can give you one tip, if you're going to start going to conferences and you're going to go to WPPI, this is how I would do it, and this is actually how I did it. The first year, go as an attendee, right? Go with that attendee mindset. Take all the classes that you can take. Fill your schedule. Go to the classes. Pop, even if you have to like not finish a class, maybe pop into somebody else's class, do it. Then the second year you go and network. Just talk to people. Find photographers that you've looked up to. Say hello to them. Shake their hand. Like, see what you can do for them to help them out. Then just keep that trend going. Every year you go, do a little bit of classes, network. A little bit of classes, network. That's what I did. And within 6 years, that's what I did. And on my first year I went to WPPI, I told myself that I will speak at this conference. So my first year at WPPI, I told myself that I was going to speak at this conference. And it's been 6 years, and this is my first year as a speaker. And I'm thrilled. I'm seriously, like, dreams are coming true. And it's hard to talk about, but so anyways, let's get into what to bring to WPPI, because I can't really get into the whole emotional side of it because I probably break down, and I don't want to get into like what you should bring. We've covered what you should expect, so let's talk about what you should bring to WPPI. Bring an open mindset, right? Don't go in there thinking that you know everything. Bring an open mindset. Learn from all the creators. Everybody teaches differently, and there's no wrong way or right way to, like, I guess, teach. Another thing that you should bring is bring multiple changes of clothes. Bring some party clothes. Bring some casual clothes. It's in Vegas. It gets hot, but it's also going to be really cold. It's down to the 30s, so make sure you bring layers. That's super important. Like, this should be known is bring your camera. Like, this is a photography conference. There's photo walks going on. Even if there's none, even if you don't buy any of the photo walks, there are other photographers putting on photo walks that you can go and attend. Also bring lights, because if you're going there to learn off-camera flash and you don't have lights, then what are you going to do? Not every single photographer is going to have lights for you. This should be something that you should bring for yourself, or maybe rent and take them. Another thing I think you should bring is, and this is totally personal and up to you and if you're about it, but bring some cash, bring some extra cash, because it's in Vegas. You might want to hit the tables. You might want to play some slot machines. Also, at the show floor, there's amazing deals. Some of the vendors are selling stuff right on the show floor. Some are selling it to where you order it and they ship it to your house. But there is incredible deals. Last year, one of my favorite light stand companies, Cheetah Stand, had some great deals on the show floor. Geekoto, which is one of my lighting sponsors, they always have great show deals. Also, all the AI companies like Imagine AI, which you guys know I'm sponsored by, they have incredible deals that you can get signed up for. Just bring some cash or bring a credit card that you could use, because you're definitely going to want to buy something on the show floor. I feel like there's a unique experience that when you buy something on a show floor and you have it, you kind of have that like memory attached to it. For instance, I don't have it lying around, but I bought my first hold fast strap, which I still use today, my first year at WPPI, and I don't think I'll ever let that thing go, because it has that like first year WPPI memory attached to it. So yeah, I'll always keep it. Okay, also going back into like that whole what you should expect to see some YouTubers there that you probably watch. Taylor Jackson's gonna be there. Jonathan Branch, fourth? Jonathan Branch is going to be there. So I want to go back to what to expect. I think you guys have an idea on what you should bring, right? You should bring clothes, different changes of clothes. You should bring your camera, obviously. You should bring some lights, bring some cash. Another thing is bring some snacks and water. It is Vegas, and that stuff's like really expensive out there. So just bring it so you have it in your hotel. Don't be paying like $10 for a bottle of water. It's ridiculous. Just bring a case of water, put it in your hotel, you'll be good. But that's what you should expect and what you should bring to WPPI. I hope to see you guys there. If you see me and maybe you recognize me from this video, come up and say hi. Don't be shy. Did not mean to rhyme, but it did. And yeah, I'm going to sign off. I wanted to keep this really short. Go ahead and leave a comment if you've ever been to a conference before, and tell me what you enjoyed and what you didn't enjoy about the conference experience. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.